The Steelers have a big problem on their hands, and Mike Tomlin knows that this might finally be the season that his record streak ends. He has never ever had a losing season as the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach. Now, for a significant portion of that, he had a team that already had Ben Roethlisberger, that had a lot of great players, but unfortunately, as so many of those players have left, and specifically when Ben Roethlisberger finally said he's done, they have not been able to put in a quarterback that is going to lead them back to the promised land. And they made some offseason moves. They went and got Russell Wilson from the Denver Broncos. They traded for Justin Fields after his failure in Chicago. But unfortunately for Mike Tomlin, he has two quarterbacks, and right now neither of them are good enough to be the starter. He even tried to light a fire under their ass after that last game they had against the Buffalo Bills, where both of them, quite frankly, looked pathetically bad. Steelers Mike Tomlin blasts Russell Wilson and Justin Fields amid preseason woes. And even though Russell Wilson is doing his thing where he goes, he's saying everything's perfectly fine, I'm not worried. We're not worried about this struggling offense. Let's look terrible, even though I was brought in to be the starter, and now people are questioning whether that's going to be a reality or not. But you'd have to imagine, regardless of whatever Russell Wilson is saying to the media, right now there's a lot of pressure in that Steelers locker room for one of these guys to step up and do something. Because the way they've been playing, it's just not going to lead to success. And when Russell Wilson was asked about this yesterday, he was asked if he's worried about the struggling offense. Obviously, Russell Wilson, not the same guy as he was a couple years ago, really got exposed in Denver, had a bounce-back season last year, but was not the guy they wanted to continue on there with Sean Payton. He was asked, are you worried about this offense? This is his response. Absolutely not. Because the reason being, as I told you guys, the level of practice we've had against one of the best defenses every day and how we've shown up there. So I really think the best thing we can do is slow our minds down, play really clean football, and enjoy the process, man. In their last outing, Wilson and the Steelers had to face the Buffalo Bills. They were suffocated on all fronts, but the quarterback still managed to get some plays in. He racked up 8 completions on 10 attempts to notch 47 passing yards. He also got sacked 3 times. When Justin Fields came in, he didn't exactly look very good either. Justin Fields was like 11 for 17 for 92 yards. He did obviously break off a couple runs, but right now you have people proposing that this isn't even going to be determined by the start of the season. That in all likelihood, Russell Wilson may go in just, hey, you're the starting quarterback. But a lot of people, including Ian Rappaport, are now speculating that they might just be platooning even during the regular season. Ian Rappaport, Steelers probably going to play both Russell Wilson and Justin Fields at quarterback. With one game left before the regular season starts, NFL Network's Ian Rappaport suggested an intriguing possibility. He thinks both quarterbacks will play this season. Neither quarterback has really taken this thing and grabbed it, Rappaport said. So if you're Mike Tomlin, 1, I'd imagine it's probably frustrating that training camp at the quarterback position's not gone how you thought. But 2, you really do have an open mind for what are you going to see in this game? Does anyone jump at you and say this guy has to be the starter? It looks like a situation where we're probably going to see both quarterbacks on the field at some point this season, maybe on the field at some point in the same game, maybe multiple times. It's a very unsettled quarterback position, and that looks like the way it's going to be this year, judging by camp. You know, the reality is when you have 2 quarterbacks, you really don't have a quarterback, and you're going to be messing with their confidence levels. You're going to be breaking their flow by putting them in and out if that is something they decide to do. What I personally think is that Russell Wilson is going to be the starter. I think the Steelers are going to struggle. I think they're going to get off to a bad start. And I think at some point they're going to pull the plug and throw Justin Fields in there. You know, if the offensive line is really struggling as much as it seems like they have been early in the season, maybe it does make sense to put Justin Fields in there. I'm a Bears fan. I watch Justin Fields the entire time. I watch every single game he played. The guy's footwork is all over the place. He's wildly inaccurate. I don't think he has a real long-term future in the NFL at the quarterback position. But if you're looking for who's going to get you to a mediocre season, I suppose maybe you want a guy that can make some plays with his legs back there. The reality is, this Mike Tomlin streak that's been going on, you know, congratulations. You've managed to scrape by 9-8 seasons, 8-8 seasons over the past couple of years. It would actually maybe help this franchise if they did actually have a miserably bad season and could actually draft a young quarterback of the future instead of trying to piecemeal this thing. But right now, I think they got two quarterbacks that are just not good enough to get the job done, at least when it comes to Russell Wilson, what we've seen so far at this point in his career. And I don't think Justin Fields is the answer either. Sounds like chaos is going to reign supreme in Pittsburgh. We'll see on Sunday. It's the last preseason game both of these guys are probably going to play. I don't know if they're going to get an answer they're looking for as to who should be the guy going forward. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.